Effects of air pollutants. Atmospheric pollutants are present largely in the troposphere and lower stratosphere. The layer of air near the earth, that is from 1 to 100 meter, is highly polluted in urban areas and industrial sites. The layer of air at 100 to 2000 meters contains pollutants which are well mixed by the turbulent air currents, and part of which is washed out by rain and fog. The third layer, extending up to tropopause, contains mainly water vapor and clouds. Pollutants may be dissolved or turned into nuclei in the cloud water droplets. Subsequently, they are eliminated as rain or discharged again into the air on evaporation of water. The lower stratosphere contains low concentration of pollutants, dust by direct injection from volcanic eruptions, nuclear explosions, and also the products of photochemical reactions. The pollutants stay in the stratosphere for a long period due to very less movement of air masses in this region. The adverse effects of air pollutants can be divided into two classes. The first is the acute effects, and the second is the chronic effects. Acute effects are those effects which manifest themselves immediately upon short term exposure to air pollutants at high concentrations. Chronic effects are those effects which result from continued exposure to low concentrations. Pollutants continuously irritate and interact with other biological factors to initiate diseases or intensify previously existing diseases. There are two general approaches to study the chronic effects. The first approach or first method is the epidemiological studies, which are also known as the statistical surveys on the effects of air pollutants on human population under natural conditions. These studies are extremely important, but because of the multiplicity of unknown factors, it is not possible to establish a cause effect relationship. The second method or the second approach to study the chronic effects is the toxicological studies. These studies are conducted in the laboratory under controlled conditions. The effect of several variables such as pollutant concentration, exposure duration, temperature, humidity, etc. can be experimentally studied. These studies clearly show a direct cause effective relationship between pollutants and sickness or death. Their relevance to natural setting is, however, sometimes questionable. Now, effects of nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides are one of the main air pollutants, and their effect on man, plants, and materials depend on the concentration, period of exposure, and the solubility. The major oxides of nitrogen which affect human health are nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Nitric oxide is not an irritant, and at atmospheric concentrations it does not show any adverse health effects. However, its main toxic potential results from its oxidation to nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide oxidizes cellular lipids, forms bonds with hemoglobin, and reduces the efficiency of oxygen transport and disrupts some cellular enzyme systems. Exposure to up to 150 to 200 ppm of nitrogen dioxide results in bronchiolitis fibrosa obliterans, and biochemical alterations in blood within 3 to 5 weeks. Nitrogen dioxide, being most toxic, is also known to be transformed in the lungs to nitrosamines, which are carcinogenic in nature. It is also transformed to methemoglobin in the blood. Acute exposure to nitrogen dioxide creates an irritating effect on mucous membrane. The damage caused by nitrogen dioxides pollutants on plants is it causes necrosis, which are the dead areas on a leaf, chlorosis, that is, it causes reduction of chlorophyll, apinesty, downward curvature of leaves occurs, and abscission, that is, dropping of leaves occur prematurely. If the plant is exposed to a level of 0.25 ppm for 8 months, there is an increased abscission and reduction in yield, especially those of citrus plants. Exposure to 3.5 ppm for 21 hours causes necrosis on cotton and bean plants. Higher concentration of nitrogen dioxide checks the metabolic activities and retards the photosynthetic activity in plants. Nitrogen dioxide fades away dyes in clothes like cotton, rayon, and viscose rayon. Higher levels of nitrogen oxides causes 10% loss of fiber strength in cotton. Nitrogen dioxide produces aerosols which damage the nylon fibers. Nitrogen dioxide along with hydrocarbons produces peroxides which combine with ozone to cause cracks in rubbers. Nitrogen dioxide, ozone, and hydrocarbons in sunlight form peroxy compounds responsible for photochemical smog. Nitrogen oxides results in acid rain which reduces fertility of the soil.